This video is going to serve two purposes. I have a S20 Ultra that I'm shooting on that I want to try. I've been shooting on the 11 Pro Max, which is really good for videos. But anyway, I want to try the S20 Ultra and see what the difference is, because there's more camera versatility, but I just want to make sure it's as good. Anyway, but that's not what this video is about. I want to talk about the Bubba Wallace thing. NASCAR's been getting along just fine for how long with Bubba Wallace. All of a sudden, it's this Black Lives Matter, rioting, protesting, tearing down statues, black people unjustly getting killed, some of them justly getting killed, hundreds of black people getting killed that nobody even cares about. It's like mayhem. So right on the heels of this, Bubba Wallace, after the race gets in Talladega, NASCAR gets canceled because of rain, somebody spots a noose in the pit area. The pit area of a NASCAR track where there's millions of dollars of tools, security cameras, memorabilia, engines, whatever. Somebody breaks in there to put a noose in the pit area. And not just in his pit area, like the news would have you think, but several pits. Apparently the pit stall next to him also had a noose. Maybe the one on the other side too, but whatever. Anyway, so the FBI is called before anybody even thinks to check security camera, because NASCAR's new thing is 100,000 cameras. We know they have cameras all over the place in this joint, but no, we can't be bothered to see that in 2016 the same freaking noose was sitting there. It wasn't even a noose, it was a freaking pull down for the garage doors, a loop that you grabbed. You couldn't have noosed a freaking mouse's head. It's just enough to fit a hand in. But some genius in Bubba Watson, I don't mean to call you out, in Bubba Wallace's pit crew, think it's expedient to call the cops and call the FBI because of a noose that bastard knew was there. But basically a big spectacle all weekend. It's all you heard about, the noose in Bubba's pit, whatever. They're teary-eyed, pushing his car to the front of the pack because we got to go show solidarity with, black people, whatever. It's the biggest load of bullshit. And now all of a sudden, it's like after, 15 FBI agents, a giant waste of time, we find out that Bubba Wallace pulled a juicy Smollett on all of us. It was a setup. And, NASCAR perpetuated it because there were cameras all over the place. I'm an amateur. I look back at Talladega pit, whatever. I see the noose. The noose. I'm calling it a noose just out of, it's a freaking loop. I can find it. I can see it in old videos, old photos, whatever. You type in Talladega pit, whatever. Look around. Watch people's videos. You can see these loops on all the doors. So you're telling me that nobody else knew that but me, Joe Schmo, who doesn't even follow NASCAR. I could give two craps about NASCAR. It's the most boring sport, on the planet to me, except for maybe hockey. But it's just amazing. I think somebody should get charged. I don't know who reported it, whatever. Charge him. If Bubba was in on it, charge him. If, NASCAR was in on it, fine them, charge them, send people to jail. Because these hoaxes have to... This is like the second or third noose hoax in a week. When is it going to end? These things never turn out to be true, but yet the media just runs with it, like nonstop. If I found if I had found a rolled up extension cord in my garage and called the news and said, hey, it's a noose, they'd be out there and it'd be, headline news that night. Noose found in local man's house. He's white, but maybe some minorities lived there before him. And, it's like, oh my gosh, man. Anyway, but I'm not a big Bubba fan, and it's not because he's black. It has nothing to do with that. It's because he's an idiot. I've seen this dude throw drinks on people's wives. another Colin Kaepernick disgruntled, whatever, didn't get a fair shake. Meanwhile, the dude's a millionaire and gets a free pass and gets 15 FBI agents every time he, waves his magic hand. So, anyway, whatever. I don't care. That's a rant. That's how I feel. Bubba Wallace can go to hell for all I care. And his whole pit crew. Because, and honestly, everybody in NASCAR who's going along with this, NASCAR can't reach 90% of white people, but they have an outreach program to, reach minorities and whatever. Why do we need an outreach program? Why treat people like they're stupid? They either know if they like car racing or not. It's like the whole thing with CrossFit. Like, we need diversity. We need whatever. No, we don't. We need people who want to come in and do CrossFit. Whether they're white, black, brown, red, yellow, what, I don't care what color you are. If you want to come in and do the WOD and give it your best and be a team player and, camaraderie and be friendly and whatever, get your ass in here. I don't care. We don't need outreach. We just need people who want to be there. Not because they got coerced or because we have a diversity program or, whatever. We need people who want to be there. Same way with NHL, same way with soccer, same way with whatever. People will find it. It's not like anybody in the world, I've never heard of NASCAR in America. Everybody's heard of NASCAR. You either like it or you don't. I'm white. I'm white bread. I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I understand people like it. No big deal. I don't have a problem. I don't feel like I'm not included. I don't feel like NASCAR has to change to, make me feel included or make me like it. I don't like it. I don't give a crap. Same way with hockey. Hockey's not awful, but it's too slow. I don't like it. Some people love it. They love that defensive game. They love whatever. I don't get it. I like football, which, I'm writing off this year also because they're stupid, but it's besides the point. I like fast pace. I like, hard hitting, strategy, whatever. That's my thing. So, we don't need outreach programs. We just need people to stop treating people like they're mentally handicapped and like they can't make decisions for themselves. Like basketball. There's no diversity outreach program for basketball. We know who likes basketball. It's, a lot of people in inner city. When I lived in Virginia, I played a lot of basketball. It was free. It was cheap. It was easy to do. I played with all the black, brown, yellow kids, whatever, in my neighborhood. It wasn't a big deal. We all liked basketball. I don't really like basketball that much anymore. But, I understand the draw. And I don't feel like I need to be included in that because I know I can make my own decision. And people who like basketball, they've made their own decision. I don't need to drag them over to weightlifting or, NASCAR or whatever. If they want to come over and they think it's cool, feel free. But, this whole inclusion and diversity, whatever. God, people have brains. Let them use them. There's no reason why you have to interject. It's like these people are missionaries or something, like Mormons. Like they got to knock on the door until you, become a Mormon. Knock on the door until you like NASCAR. No, I either like it or I don't. It's no big deal. Life goes on. So, anyway, whatever. Just a rant, and I want to see how this phone does with video in the car and stabilization, whatever. So, anyway, enjoy. Talk to you later.